I'm pretty sure I just found the next biggest catalyst for the next crypto trend. And I think these altcoins are not only going to 10x, I think the entire industry is going to see an inflow of over $10 billion.
MicroStrategy is an operating company that can actively manage its capital structure and its business operations with more flexibility than an investment trust, which is what these spot ETFs are. So we're going to develop software. We're going to generate cash flow. We're going to leverage the capital markets, all in order to accumulate more Bitcoin for our shareholders, and also to promote the growth of the Bitcoin network. Given the fact that the majority of enterprise value is now based upon those Bitcoin-related activities, it makes sense for us to call ourselves a Bitcoin development company in the same way as you see a real estate development company or a petroleum development company.
So what does he mean by this development company? Well, of course, he means talking about the growth of inscriptions in Ordinals and BRC20s. This is a huge movement, guys, and I'm going to give you not only my top altcoin picks for Bitcoin Layer 2s, but the next two reasons in this video, guys. I'm going to break it down. I believe Bitcoin DeFi is going to have a massive summer, and there is a specific date that this is all going to take place, and a specific time all of this hype is going to ramp up. So, of course, guys, today Bitcoin Ordinals may push fees above mining rewards in 2024. This is a known factor. The additional fees paid to miners have varied significantly as Ordinals, guys, check this this image out, have skyrocketed the transaction volume on Bitcoin's network. Of course, it happened in early 2023 May, and then most recently between November and January of 2024, peaking in December, where Ordinals took off and absolutely went viral. Now, why is this important? The transaction fees could soon actually start to rival block rewards in importance. So for Bitcoin miners, guys, there's a huge worry that miners are going to one day run out of rewards because there's going to be no more Bitcoin to mine. Well, this is actually, in fact, the solution. DeFi on Bitcoin could be a lifeline for miners. Investment into Bitcoin Layer 2s, DeFi alternative inscription methods, and ordinal marketplaces is increasing. And even MicroStrategy has pivoted into Bitcoin development to take advantage of opportunity. Of course, as you just saw with Michael Saylor. But get this, over the last 30 days, guys, $213 million worth of ordinals traded across Bitcoin marketplaces, and Bitcoin DeFi has now surpassed $1 billion, which is just absolutely massive when you realize the need for Bitcoin Layer 2s. On the right-hand side right here, we can see that Bitcoin is very, very slow. Here is Ethereum with the amount of transactions that are taking place, the amount of orders that are getting pushed through, and then the backup, of course, of everybody waiting for their transactions to be done. Bitcoin is insanely slow. It takes so long for transactions to be validated through these mempools that the fee line, guys, check it, low fee line, 46,274. Now, there is going to be way more transactions on Ethereum, of course, because it is a smart contract protocol. It has these layer 1s or these layer 2s developed to scale the network. That's why Web3 gaming and NFTs all started taking place. But now, this is the exact reason we are going to see explosive growth on Bitcoin Layer 2s. We need DeFi applications on Bitcoin. There is a growing need for it with these ordinals, and the transaction time hasn't changed. That's why the network volume spikes so much, because they know these inscriptions, and these inscriptions cost so much money to actually take place through these mempools, and now they're starting to hit a low. But guess what, guys? There was a massive announcement today from Marathon Mining. This is the largest miner, or one of the largest miners, not only in the United States, backed by BlackRock. They launched Slipstream, which is going to be adding more RAM to mempools. And specifically, guys, this is freaking huge. What is Slipstream? It's a service for directly submitting large or non-standard Bitcoin transactions to Marathon. It provides sophisticated users with a simple web interface and transparent process for adding complex Bitcoin transactions to the blockchain. Now, I know, guys, it's going to be a little bit in depth, but I seriously believe Bitcoin Layer 2s are the most faded part of this industry, and we have a lot of these projects starting to move. I've been a part of Stacks. I've been a part of Alex. We have Orange. We have OrdiSwap. We are very much actually involved with the overall Bitcoin Layer 2 ecosystem, and I'm going to be showing you more DeFi projects at the end of this, so make sure you guys stick around. But this is super important, guys. This is what every creator is not doing right now. They're all jumping on DePIN. They're all jumping on AI. They're all jumping on these trends, and they're all fading Bitcoin Layer 2s because it's slow. slow, they don't think it's possible, and they don't think it's growing. Check this out, guys. Not only is Marathon launching Slipstream, they shout out some very specific individuals in this article. So Bitcoin miner Marathon to start Slipstream to make complex Bitcoin transactions faster. This has led to them more than likely creating ordinal tooling from Marathon alongside more partnerships coming with these inscriptions. I listened to a massive Twitter space that talked about this, and in this, they're talking about what is going to come out of this decision, because Bitcoin maxis, they hate this, guys. They hate this so freaking much when this is so valuable to the overall network, and billions of dollars that is in Bitcoin is going to be released to the DeFi because of these layer 2s that are being developed. Now, of course, guys, there are something interesting about Bitcoin layer 2 projects. This is coming from Marathon. This is what they said. On the horizon, using OP return to create tokens such as Casey Rodamars. I'm pronouncing his name, I think, a little bit wrong here, but runes. Don't be surprised to see Marathon Digital leading not only the hash rate race, but tooling race for Bitcoin development. You have MicroStrategy, the largest Bitcoin holder out there, now becoming a Bitcoin developer for layer 2s and getting involved with all of the DeFi because they know it's coming. You have Marathon, one of the largest miners out there, guys. You think that other miners are not going to follow suit because they have a mempool, guys. This mempool right here is allowing them to make money not only off the hash rate transactions for miners, but get access to the funding rates, or not the funding rates, sorry, the transactional volume and the transaction fees of all of these Bitcoin transactions that aren't traditionally passed through these older mempools like Ordinals and BRC20s. Now, this is going to lead us to Casey. Okay, Casey is the key part of all of this. This is what makes me more bullish than ever, and will give you guys an exact date on why I believe Bitcoin layer 2s are about to pop off in the coming weeks, if not months. It is coming. Listen to this.
Initially, you could sort of make the argument like, okay, yeah, maybe, we're going to start doing these things on Ethereum, but that argument is starting to look flimsier and flimsier as time goes on and Web3 is not materializing. So because crypto is 99% NFTs and tokens, I think that those things coming to Bitcoin will mean that a substantial amount of that activity is going to move to Bitcoin. Bitcoin lagged behind for a very, very long time. It did not have NFTs, it did not have tokens, but now with inscriptions, we have a very good NFT standard on Bitcoin, and with runes, we are going to have a very, very good fungible token standard on Bitcoin, and it is my belief that Bitcoin essentially is going to gut crypto.
That is insane. Gut crypto. Guys, people are fading Bitcoin so much. If you guys don't know who that is, he is the creator of Ordinals. He's the founder of Ordinals, and he's speaking about this. Rune is being developed. It is being created, and it launches on a very specific date. That date can be found in this same very article. Sorry, actually one more over. What is Rune and why are runes, guys? Who is Casey and why is this so important? This is going to cause DeFi on Bitcoin to explode. I got to get that through, you guys. Share the stream or don't share the stream, because honestly, you want to be early versus everybody else. And I'm just going to say that because, guys, I have not been bullish on something like I have since DeSci, which did over a 50 to 60x for us. I am so passionate. I am so just inclined to believe this is going to happen because of this very scenario. Check this out. Creating a good token protocol for Bitcoin may bring significant transaction fee revenue to Bitcoin, attract more developers and users, and ultimately expand the usage of Bitcoin. This is coming from Casey at that same conference. Now, of course, there's lots of projects like RSIC that are being developed already on Rune, but it hasn't actually launched yet. The relationship between runes and ordinals, guys, is that with runes going online, we could take another look at the Bitcoin layer protocol landscape. They are expecting this to go live, and I highlighted them right here. Runes and BRC20 are token protocols of the same level, and both belong to the Ordinals ecosystem. Runes is more like an official token protocol. That is their words coming from this, where BRC20s are an unofficial token. And the competition between Runes and BRC20s is about to begin. Runes will attract more people to deploy hype altcoins in the short term. Let me read that again. Rune will attract more people to deploy/hype altcoins in the short term. I can't highlight it for some reason. Of course, BRC20s Ordi is still the first altcoin on Bitcoin, which is an undisputed fact. But overall, based on the appeal of Casey's team and improvement of Ordinals infrastructure, Runes has the opportunity to trigger a third wave of the Bitcoin ecological boom. That is massive, guys. This is huge because guess when Rune launches? It is going to launch at the Bitcoin halving, the 840,000th Bitcoin block, and that is going to take place very, very soon and has led Pantera, guys. This just gets more and more bullish to come out and say that it is time to seize the moment. This is a massive capital firm here, guys, hedge fund, that said this can unlock a $500 billion DeFi opportunity. All right, this is going to allow, this is coming from their article directly from Pantera. They believe that these fundamentals taking place, everything I just told you about, is going to cause DeFi Summer 2.0, but on Bitcoin. With wrapped Bitcoin now hitting $6 billion, in fact, it sits at about $8 billion today, there is clearly an enormous demand for Bitcoin on DeFi. Today, Ethereum has about 10% of its $73 billion market cap in TVL, which is equating to $28 billion. When you compare Bitcoin to Ethereum and the DeFi, Bitcoin right now, their layer 2, the exact number is going to be sitting around 0.05%. 0.05. As Bitcoin DeFi infrastructure matures, we could potentially see Bitcoin DeFi TVL rise from the current 300 million, which is roughly 0.05% of the overall market cap for Bitcoin, to 1 to 2% of Bitcoin market cap, $10 to $15 billion in the near term, guys. In this process, many Ethereum DeFi practices are likely to be transferred to neutralize on Bitcoin. Naturalize, I did read that right. I need my glasses to be a little bit more clear. Such as the recent rise of Bitcoin BRC20 inscriptions and ideas of things like Babylon's Layer 2. Now I'm going to show you my favorite Layer 2s and DeFi products being developed that are already launched, and one that's up and coming because I'm telling you guys I have some information. I have sources, guys. I have sources and real sources, and I took screenshots for you guys because I don't hold back on anything. I'm here to give you guys the absolute alpha. That is why Discover Crypto is the best channel on here, guys. You're going to want to make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked out this Bitcoin Layer 2 video, make sure you do so at the end of this. All right, so the next bullish indicator, guys, we now know this is going to happen in May. We know that development is taking place. Marathon came out and announced they're going to get into mempool development and transaction process for Ordinals and these Bitcoin Layer 2s. But that's not everything, guys. There is something that adds the cherry on top to all of this that makes all of this incredibly bullish and, in fact, might be bigger than the DePIN trend and the AI trend that we just had. And that's, of course, guys, going to be Binance, which launched a brand new Twitter on January 29th. And, of course, guys, I can scroll down. This is literally the first tweet, or January 31st. I was close. They put out an orange button. This is an entirely built Twitter for Bitcoin inscriptions, and they announced their inscriptions and BRC20 integration for their wallets on this Twitter page. And guys, this is dedicated almost directly, yes, it has NFTs, but inscriptions and more, and all of this is specifically for Bitcoin. That's why it's got all of the orange tokens here. Now, a project that is partnered with this, Binance is starting to market. They're going to continue to market. They are already talking about and partnered with one project, and I believe there is multiple as well. But this industry is so small, guys. This is, I mean, we're talking like 15, 20 projects that have actually launched, and maybe like 3 to 5 out of those that I actually like and I'm holding. I'm pretty diversified. But with these inscriptions, guys, a ton of marketing is going to come. One of those products is Orange. This is a product that I love and I hold right now. I just picked it up a few weeks back. It has a great price point right now, or I think it's finding some good support. But of course, you can see that Binance actually responded directly to them with their exclusive airdrop. So this is going to be, yo, Anons, we're going to need more Orange pills. We are proud to announce Orange has been selected for Web3 with Binance campaigns that will significantly onboard new users into our ecosystem. Beginning in March, guys. Beginning in March. It's one of the collaborations together with Binance that begin in March. Why March? In March, guys, there is tons of KOL campaigning going on right now, and a lot of these Layer 2s are getting ready to launch in March. About a month, if not about a month and a half before the Bitcoin halving. This is the perfect hype opportunity. This is the perfect marketing, in my perspective, to launch a trend. Now check this out, right? Again, if you haven't already, guys, there's that Bitcoin Layer 2 video. And if you're not already following me on Twitter, make sure you guys do so because I drop tons of alpha. I've been calling out Bitcoin Layer 2s for a long time. We called Ordiswap, which is going to be the second project I'm going to show you here, guys, which we called at 0.69 cents. I dropped down to 0.55. A lot of people got better entries. So most people are up already 100, if not 75% on their position with Ord. So make sure you guys follow me on X there. But Ordiswap, guys, this is the Uniswap of Bitcoin. This is an AMM, so it's a kind of a subsection of a DEX. We don't need to go into the technicals, but it is a DEX, and this is going to allow infrastructure being built for BRC20s to unlock unparalleled liquidity on Bitcoin's native layer. You're going to be able to swap and trade BRC20s, SRC20s, CBRC20s, atomicals, and more, guys. This new Bitcoin standard that's taking place that everybody's fading, oh, it's not going to happen, it's too slow, you got to get my altcoins, you got to do this. Guys, there's a reason why Bitcoin has nearly $1 trillion market cap, and there's a reason why the largest Bitcoin holders in the world, like Michael Saylor, are building development companies. I have to yell, I have to scream, Marathon. They're changing their entire mempools to be able to transact these Bitcoins, these BRC20s, and these Ordinals, and these inscriptions. Why? Because they are extremely bullish on the outcome of what is about to happen with the Bitcoin halving. On top of the Bitcoin halving, guys, you know this if you watch that other video on the layer 2s, Stacks' Nakamoto upgrades coming out as well, which is going to make it incredibly, a lot more faster, a lot more efficient, and a lot better. Because, of course, if you've used Stacks, you know that thing's about as slow as Bitcoin right now. There's massive updates coming. It all happens on the 840,000th block size or block transaction that's going to be taking place, which is the Bitcoin halving here, guys. Now, the next project is going to be another project, of course, that is partnered with Ordiswap. This is their platform right here. You can see it just launched recently. Still just getting started, is going to be BeFi Labs. Now, this project isn't out yet, and I am an early investor into this project, guys. They are a really cool team. They've already built their project. And the reason why I wanted to show you guys this is, one, first and foremost, guys, the never jump in on IDO day. That's just something you would have learned if you're brand new to the cycle, guys. IDO day is always something you got to be watching out for. But if you can get into the pre-sales and you can get those whitelists, there's a lot of opportunity there, and you're still going to want to pay attention to this project for this reason. One, they broke down, of course, what Ordiswap is with their partnership, but they're going to be a trading terminal for BRC20s and Ordinals with zero fees. And they're going to be integrating your Phantom wallets, your MetaMasks, and making it very easy for retail to onboard to Bitcoin. This is a CFI DeFi play here, or a CDeFi play here, that is going to allow for more user engagement. Now, they are actually launching their product here soon. I should be getting some early access to their overall platform that has zero trading fees. So hopefully I'll get a code for you guys to have access for that. But ultimately, guys, this is going to be bringing tons of money to Bitcoin. Why? Well, this terminal that they have built out, you can see the trading ordinal right here. It's got, all your TA. You can buy, long, short. You're going to be able to leverage this stuff, guys, which is the next thing. Lending and borrow or leverage trading is going to bring a lot more liquidity to the network in my perspective. But the other thing, guys, is going to be, they are the largest IDO I think I've ever seen, at least on the Ape terminal, if not just this year. 200,000 participants, guys, are already part of this. They've partnered with nearly every single layer 2 project I have seen on Bitcoin. They have insane results with over $1.6 billion assets committed or actually connected to it. And there's a lot of hype around this. And the reason is, guys, check this out. This is the BeFi Labs Chads group, guys. I know all of the marketing groups and all of the all the chats out there, guys. And I want to give you guys that first look. There's over 200 different people in there, guys, getting ready for this marketing that is going to be coming up. And they all have, of course, they're just getting ready overall to talk about this. Now, we don't know. I don't know when the launch will be. Apparently, it's going to be around mid-March. The reason why I think it is 100% going to be mid-March, if not early March, is going to be the Binance tweet that I showed you guys here with Orange, which is Binance beginning in March. So I don't have confirmation on that. That's at least what I'm expecting right now. And if we have the largest IDO coming out, that's going to be the talk of the Twitter, guys. It's going to be the talk of X, right? Because they're all there's a lot of marketing that's going to be involved with that. And it's not just this project. There's like 5 different projects launching on Bitcoin, these layer 2 DeFi projects that are going to continue to get momentum. And then we have the anticipation for Rune. Are you kidding me? With all of this development activity? Guys, Bitcoin layer 2s, you need to stop fading. There's a lot of awesome picks. And because of that, guys, I believe this is not only the next trend, I believe this is going to be the biggest trend over the coming months, if not this bull run. DeFi is coming to Bitcoin, whether you like it or not. Tens of billions, if not hundreds of billions, is going to be able to be accessible for the first time on this network, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a little bit more in depth, but of course, guys, I'm going to see you at the top because we're holding the bags of layer 2s.